coming at you. If anything, or
maybe. I was thinking a little brighter or a little rounder and a little
more like front pickup-y?
Yeah, and that's what I'm debating. Because right now I got my mid selector. So I'll just run through the octaves real quick and
okay.
get the tone
Yeah.
From top to bottom. And this is what I'm using currently. But actually, before I do that, let's back off the gain like we were talking about, just to get that out of the way because I don't want that to. That's back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see if that'll help.
Well, the tone for those octaves was really good.
Okay.
I think when I'm talking about backing off the gain, to double that tag that you're doing on the acoustic, which is that part, match the acoustic tone a little bit closer, and it's going to sound really thick. That'll help it. You know, I was saying I want it to really stand out.
Yeah.
Well, that'll. If I just turn the acoustic up, it's going to sound a little bit thin, so if we double that, I'll be able to make it stand out without turning it up too loud.
Okay, alright.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, here's just a quick range to the sounds of the octaves here, or the pickups through the octaves. Here, I'll just do the B flat.
I kind of like it thick on the more toward the front pickup. Yeah, I like that tone. Yep, I like the dirt in that.
The second one?
Or the first one.
Right.
Yeah, just and that's your neck pickup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. Well, we could do that then. fresh drinks too, so it's like I wanted to make sure I got came clean with that. Yeah.
Cool, man.
But yeah, I could use that. I'll use that setup, and then I've got this chorus going on. So it's just a little bit.
It sounds great. I like the gain on it. It's sustaining nice. It'll just be a matter of really nailing that part.
Okay. Let's see if with the compressor if that's helpful.
It's really smooth. I don't know if it's try it without it. Let's try it without it.
All right.
I know it sounds rambunctious right now, but I can always compress it later too.
True.
So, and I like some of the grit that's coming out in it. Like, if we don't have it, we can't put it in, but I can always take it out. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. I'd rather have it and not need it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like camping. So should we just concentrate on doing that octave part just through one time?
Yep. We're gonna end up with many tracks of electrics here. Not all at once, but so I can play with them.
That sounds like fun.
Okay, so I'll roll you through that click section in front there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do those on both first and second sections.
Okay.
Okay, that's getting the tone.
Nice.
I like that. I'm still wondering about that, somehow getting that C in there.
Try it out.
Can you come up and play the acoustic one more time?
Sure.
A little bit early too, like earlier than...
Just needs to be a little more graceful, I think. But I think you're right. I think it needs something.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just listen to it real quick and see.
Oh, you want to hear? I'm sorry. let's try it. Let's see how it sounds.
All right.
Just so we know where that C would be. Where would it be actually? Let's see what it sounds like.
It sounds pretty decent.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it's too tricky.
I'm recording a CD back in Anchorage right now with some members of the Whipsaw. This is a song from that. It's called ELS. Aren't we pretty now? Didn't you shine? Wasn't I so good that one time? We had a rhythm there. I was under your tie, and like every good rhythm, we found the rhyme. Every star burning bright, all the way the rose one night, leaning out on beauty, perfect cute. Now I've got this pretty little song to sing. Isn't there so bad? Weren't we high? Oh, we got cold. You forgot I cried. So who wanted to hold me? I was shooting blind. You could always fly from the head, so straight and right. Just like every star burning bright, goes the way of the rose one night, hanging out on beauty's perfect cue. Now I've got this pretty little song to sing.
So I have a Facebook page if you want to find me after this experience. Yeah, this is such a blessing to be here. All right, here we go. I'm a Libra, so I'm always like back and forth. Which song? Like, I've only got 2 songs. Like, what am I doing? All right, I'm gonna play this song. It's called Dulcinea. It's an original of mine. It's in Spanish. So while you listen to it, kind of envision this. I don't know if you've heard of Don Quixote. If you've ever read the book. I wrote this one after I just read that book, and it's kind of this idealized, this love, this kind of fantasy love that we, at least I find myself in, right as I, imagine like when you're 13 and you're falling in love for the first time. It's kind of like that, but all right, I'll stop talking.
There are seats, there's carpet. Hello, Chugia! It worked! Sean told me to do that and it worked. He's from here now. It's really great to be here, and Victoria, thank you so much for doing this. And really enjoyed the music that came before. It's a really wonderful way to have a house concert. And thank you, Shaban and Paul. I really appreciate what you guys have done for us and helping make this show happen. So we're going to start off with a song that doesn't usually make sense to a lot of people unless they're from Alaska. I normally play harmonica on this song, but I forgot, so I'm just not going to do that right now. Sean's going to just make harmonica noises the whole time. Last night, Scott Ferris was the guy that I talked to the whole show. You're my Scott Ferris. You've never wanted to hear that before, have you? You wanted to Scott Ferris, they don't know if I did. Baby, I'm like the sun on December 21. I know you're gonna run. Baby, I'm like the sun. I'm like the sleeping lady when you're walking away, baby. No one else could save me. I'm like the sleeping lady. Baby, I'm like the sun on December 21. I know you're gonna run. Baby, I'm like the sun. Like a turn again past sunset that didn't last. Baby, you fade too fast. You're like a turn again past. You leave me like the raven perched atop a wire with just a magpie choir. You leave me like the raven. Baby, I'm like the sun on December 21. I know you're gonna run. Baby, I'm like the sun. Baby, I'm like the birch tree or frost upon my branches, waiting second chances. Baby, I'm like the birch tree. This love's just like the mud floods, and I'm just like a tourist caught beneath the high tide, waiting for the slow ride. Baby, I'm like the sun on December 21. I know you're gonna run. Baby, I'm like the sun. Baby, I'm like the moose. We never gotta choose, running down 4th Avenue. Baby, I'm like the moose. Baby, I'm like the sun on December 21. I know you're gonna run. Baby, I'm like the sun. That last line about the mud flats, it always falls flat unless we're in Alaska. But I'm glad you guys knew it was a joke, because I know it's serious too. It's a thing that happens.
We don't have anything against tourists.
Right, now we're tourists.
Yeah, I'm kind of
I call them mullets and brands. I thought you said tortoise.
Tortoise? That's not bad, baby, because that's one of those weird songwriter words. Tortoise. No, Kukugachu. I'm the tortoise. We are the tortoise side. I think that's
I think it's
tortoises. Tortoises? Is it tortoises? We're gonna play another song. We're gonna play another song. This is our last song of the night. Just kidding. I love when I go to see my friends play. When they first go up, I'm always like, one more song! When they play the first song. I also,
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
And then I'm glad you didn't bring one, but the egg shakers. I haven't done this, but I just want to start going to folk shows and be the guy who has more time, but really super loud. Like the one that's shaped like a tomato, so there's more space inside it for shaker beans. I quit music, I'm just going to do that. I'll be the YouTube tomato shaker, ruiner of song. I am Esteban. I don't know what's in this beer. But it's song. Kendra's song. This is Kendra.
Hi,
Kendra.
Kendra.
Let's play a Kendra song.
There is no Spanish version of Kendra or Italian version of Kendra. It's
Well-
just Andrea.
Oh.
There's no K's.
I thought you were going in a different direction. I was going to say, I guess I can stop my Google searches.
No,
I don't even know what that means, but you got it. No, you didn't. It doesn't make sense. That's what's good about it.
Everyone is still in time. Every shadow knows. Tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. For the whistle blows.
Our bird lives in a home sweet cage. She's singing, but the songs to sing. There ain't no left in the refrain. She's caught up in the low. Everyone is standing south of peace and into wealth. We've been lying for help. Nobody knows.
Lighthouse loves the ceiling fan, spinning round without a plan, sailing ships into the sand. Revolution makes the man.
1, 2, 3, 4, hiding game. Face against the window pane, watching leaves fall for the rain. The red and yellow ghosts. Everyone is sailing south of peace and into wealth. We've been lying for help. Nobody knows. Everyone is sailing south of peace and into wealth. We've been lying for help. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Don't give up, yeah. Don't give in. Inside out still, outside, sleeping in the cardigan, watching the snow fall. Everyone is in the south, peace and into wealth. We've been lying for help. Nobody far out. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Do one more.
To me that was funny. So we're gonna do a song. From the album. Okay. And Kendra, we just recorded an album in Tennessee, Knoxville, and Austin, Texas. Oh, which has on the front there's Kendra's artwork. She's an artist. The CD itself also has an image of her art. It's called A Formation Cloud, and that's it was the name of one of her art shows in Alaska before we moved down to Texas. Okay, we'll do the first song. No, we can't. It's in the same key. It sounds a lot like this.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna do that later, but you're not gonna know. We did. No, let's do Let It Leave. This is another song that Kendra wrote. I just do. Track 3. I wanted to record this song on a reel-to-reel unit, and I found this nerdy reel-to-reel unit or community forum online, and everyone was talking about this thing called the Tascam 388, which is this enormous machine that has a bunch of channels that you can record on, like a mixing board. I don't know if that means anything to some people it will. And then there's a reel-to-reel, like Sean Popper, Bang Studios is like, oh, I don't know, I just turned knobs. So I started to do a search of the South, because we're living in Tennessee. I did a Craigslist search of the whole South, and I found one in Rome, Georgia, which John Prine sings about Rome, Georgia in his song, We're Not the Jet Set, or the old Chevrolet set. And so I went and I drove, I can't remember, it was like 4 hours from where we lived. And they hadn't used it because they didn't know how to use it, actually. So it was preserved, it was in great shape. But there were some things that didn't work about it, just things that over time degrade. And it took me about a year to recondition it, rebuild a few parts of it, and then to learn how to get a good sound from analog tape, because I've always worked with digital as a studio engineer person. So we recorded it to this reel-to-reel after we figured out some of the secrets of analog technology, and we're really happy with how it turned out. It turned out the way we envisioned it, and not the way that everyone said that we had to do it. Track 3. That's why I love playing with her. Who else does that? I need more of me.
Person wants to leave your life, let him leave. Person wants to leave your life, let him leave. It's easier to wants to leave your life, let him leave. Person who wants to fly away, let him fly. Person who wants to fly away, let him fly. They can't find it in the trees, they'll find it in the fallen leaves. Person who wants to fly away, let him fly. Oh, a heart
What goes up to see my heart is a living thing. Yeah, a heart has fragile wings. You know they'll find a way. In the rose-covered hill, there grows a dirty yellow pill. They said it brings you back around, pick you up and lie you down, but it tore you inside out. For the crimson king of scars, in the halfway house of ash, there's another bleeding heart. I hear you howl, you are the wind, and you're driving blind again, with two devils in your ear. One preaches panic, one teaches fear. I don't sleep, but if I slept, I would dream like Danielle dreamt. I would dream you home again, home from the lion's den, and the mess you're in. Charlie wants to run, Charlie wants to run, from Park Street underground into the sun. Run, run, run. Charlie wants to run, Charlie wants to run, from Park Street underground into the sun. Run, run. In the rose-covered hill, there grows a dirty yellow pill. They said it brings you back around, pick you up and lie you down. They said it gives you second sight, teaches love like Jesus Christ. But you didn't last the night, you're another broken kite. Puppet string harmony, Marian and melody, they just get in the way. They don't help you when it rains, they don't help when your eyes are bloodshot and steel. They don't help the helpless man who is caught beneath the wheel. That's the way you feel. Charlie wants to run, Charlie wants to run, from Park Street underground to the sun. Run, run, run. Charlie wants to run, Charlie wants to run, from Park Street underground to the sun. Run, run, run. Charlie wants to fly, Charlie wants to fly, and give the upper hand another try. Charlie wants to fly, Charlie wants to fly, from Park Street underground to the sky. Charlie wants to run. Charlie wants to run. Charlie wants to run, 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 run. Charlie wants to run. Charlie wants to run. Charlie wants to run.